Last time on Lawful Stupid. And now you're in the room with the Queen. She's sitting down looking at William after he's just said, pick up, sit down. How do you know that? Did you know Eshi?
Eshi, come on up.
Eshi appears. How did this happen? How are you here? Our lore says that our kingdom would be restored when the Invoker came home. And we gave up all hope when we heard that Eshi had died during the Dragon's Curse. And we've hid for years for hope that she would turn up. This is our way out into the world. I have to take you to your quarters. Tomorrow's gonna be a little unfair. There's a judge, like a head judge. He's been the judge for hundreds of years. He's set in his ways. He's a strong supporter of the old ways of the Sun Elves. The two minor judges will talk and they will kind of vote. They'll pass their readings up to the head judge, and he will deliver a verdict from there.
It sounds pretty open and shut, as in everybody's already made their decision.
And that's, I think, what we're trying to figure out. How can we get around that?
I've got a couple ideas.
Okay, I'm ready to hear them.
Another round.
And what you see before you is an open door that you were able to finagle from the brothers who were supposed to be on guard to Beatrice's room.
Hi, Miss B. I brought you some pants.
Oh, Miss B's totally out of it. She is sitting on her bed in a trance.
Where are you right now? Where is Summer? Where is Summer doing in the town? Where's she?
Summer didn't see us walk into this area?
Not necessarily. She's busy.
Yeah, Summer's hanging out with the kids last I checked, but in general, she's like checking out the town, seeing how the people interact. Because, yeah, they were all assholes to her when she first arrived, but they have to be decent, right?
Are they? Is this in reference to Summer or Miss B?
Summer.
Like, okay.
So
Summer's flying free.
The familiar.
Summer's
yeah.
on.
I don't know. Devin said I could use my familiar for more than 100 feet to like spy about the town. So I'm taking advantage of this until he says
I didn't know if you were like, hey, Summer, go check this out. This is the area I need reconnaissance. You seem to be like,
oh yeah, she's
Summer's
looking
going on a little tour. Summer's like, ooh, these people might have bread. And like, Miss B's just along for the ride.
Just a little bit. But no, she sent Summer on a mission to go find the guy in the lab coat. So we'll see how that goes.
So William approaches Miss B with his rod of detect magic, lifts it up, it's under a magic spell, and he looks back to Fume. They've put a spell on her.
Oh no. This is also how she sleeps.
Is it? Do you watch her when she sleeps?
Sometimes.
Okay.
When I'm on watch, and it's my job to watch you while you sleep, yeah.
It's not your job to watch us as much as we'll unpack that later. I just give her a gentle nudge.
When you're on watch, you're looking out. I'm always looking right at you guys, making sure nothing gets you.
She'll like open her eye and take a look. Like, hello.
Hi, Miss B. I brought you lots of pants.
Fume wanted to talk to you. It's not the chef, it's Fume.
I see.
It was me the whole time.
I see, and you have lots of pants. I don't really need pants at the moment. I think mine are perfectly fine.
Everybody needs pants.
Most of these... Well, you like pretty dresses, and I thought that maybe you can make pretty dresses out of all this fabric that I've brought you.
It is doable. Just not my forte, but...
You're pretty good with like knives, and you know what? It's fine. I'll keep them. I'll keep them.
I can cut out the patterns if you need.
No. It's fine. I'll keep them. He gathers all the pants. No. It was stupid. You're right.
You just have this huge like hugging. You can't even see her. You're having conversations through the pants.
I mean, I thought you put them in your. I thought you put them in your interdimensional pockets of holding, and then there'd be a good spot for all these pants. But no, I'll just hang on to them.
I mean, if it's going to cause you trouble, I can put them in my pockets.
No, it's fine. You know, I work hard all day in the pants mines to make sure that we have enough pants. It's fine.
Well, at least let me help you fold them so you're not holding a mountain right now.
No, I don't. I want them to get wrinkled. That's what they deserve.
You want wrinkly pants. You know that's improper, right?
Well, wrinkle-free pants are for winners and for people with dads. So.
She'll look at William for a second and was like, I thought you weirdly adopted us as your parents at this point in time. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
I'm not sure which one of us is older than the other ones.
I'm not sure that I'm drunk enough for this conversation.
Well, you could go back to the bar. I did see that.
Hey, could somebody get all these pants off me, please? I've been under here for a hot minute and I can't.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit!
Hey, you're right, man. I'll just hang out till y'all ready to go.
Wait. Hold on. We're not supposed to go yet, right? I still get to sleep this off.
No, there's like a trial tomorrow, so I just showed up.
Yeah, I know. Okay, cool.
I'm mostly here in case Miss B needs any help with her defense. If she needs any help from me. And then tomorrow, me and Bree's gonna hop right back in the shadows, because if that gavel comes down the wrong side, it's over for them. But
yeah.
I'm not sure what problem will arise. I'm not trying to start a war. I'm not even from the Moon Elf clan.
I know that you're not.
William scratches off an item on his pad. We're not doing that, got it?
Abandoned quest.
Okay, well, if you're good, Mrs. B, I'm gonna sleep off this ridiculous amount of alcohol I ingested.
Yes, do take care of yourself. Drink some water. That will help.
William lays down in her bed and goes to sleep.
Yeah, so if you don't remember, in this particular area, when you walk in, there were 4 doors, 2 on the east wall, 2 on the west wall, and then to the back, there's like kind of that lounging area. That's where Bertrand is sleeping off his drunken state. And so you can each claim a room for yourself, and that's fine.
William has claimed Mrs. B's room.
Right next to her on her bed.
In the pile of pants.
I need to sleep this off. Sleeps.
Hey man, I'm just gonna crawl on out here now.
I don't really want to get these pants no more.
I feel like you got dibs, and I don't need to be here no more.
No, maybe William lays down on the pile of pants instead. Maybe he starts in bed and goes, that's not comfy. Lays on the pants. Better. Drunk brain kicks in. This pile of pants is way more comfortable.
Fume and Breeze are going to go to the Queen's sleeping quarters, or wherever she spends most of her time, her office perhaps, and we're just going to move everything 3 inches to the left. Every stick of furniture, everything on the desk, everything just 3 inches to the left.
I will allow it.
Remind me post-show to tell you a work story about something like that.
Okay.
So you guys you sleep it off, and Bertrand is up for some reason earlier than all of you. And he, whenever you decide to get out, he's sitting guard out in the center of the room, just kind of for all of your rooms.
I'd like to think the door is wide open to Bee's room. Like she got up at one point during the night, opened it, went back to sit in the bed.
Went to the kitchen, got a glass of milk, came back.
I say it's closed because Bertrand is going to have closed it just because he's on guard. So it would, for someone to come through, he would have closed it again.
They see all the pants.
Nuts. And William.
William sleeping on the pants. William is now set up for, I don't know where these came from.
I was with 40 very lucky women last night. None survived. All that is left is that he like scorches the edges of all of them. I don't know what to say. I'm an invoker. I invoked maximum lovin'.
You should just pick up the pants, look at the tag, it's like, but this is in men's sizes. Look, it even has numbers.
First of all, is that judgment I hear in your voice? Because I'm not here for it. Then he cinches
No, you can
them.
be whoever you'd like to be. One of my
We don't
grandchildren
need
had
evidence.
multiple lovers.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say what?
I heard
Yeah,
multiple lovers.
Yeah, they. I believe it's called polyamory. They're the whole family. It's real cute.
We talk
That's
about
also the
polybag.
brand of these jeans.
I have to send a letter to somebody.
This is the opportunity for Jinko Jeans to get on this D&D podcast. You want to be a sponsor?
Backs. Levi jeans. We got options.
I don't think Levi's coming for us. I think we might get Jinko though. They got dragons on the pants. I've seen them.
They do.
Is it like in that cool
Jinko
fire
jeans
pattern?
folding. Yeah.
They do have big, big pockets. I don't know why, but I remember when I was like a 5'4", tiny, just chubby kid, I thought Jinkos were just the best.
Bro, let me tell you...
anything in them. School books, other people, whatever.
Yourself. I was right there with you. I was also a chubby little middle schooler, and I had Jinko jeans, and you know what? You know the only thing you can wear on top of that, right? A button-down dress shirt with short sleeves with flame print. And I had frosted tips, and I would spike it up.
And that's how we ended up being single.
Yeah. You guys wonder what it takes to get to a D&D podcast?
Well, hey, real quick, podcasters, let's play a fun little game. People at home, you'll have to use your imaginations. Raise your hand if you're happily married. Oh, look, it's all of us.
Yeah, so the 50% of us that wore Jinko jeans, frosted tips, and rolled up plaid shirts.
Oh, it looks like it worked out, huh?
But you also didn't have to do that to get married either.
I'm just saying, like,
you got options.
It's not a prereq.
I will not be judged. Here's where I'm at in my life. I will not be judged, first of all, by anyone who's not happily married, and second of all, by anyone other than my wife. She's the only person whose opinion I care about.
Why didn't you put her first then?
I do.
In that argument, you did her... Anyways, Bertrand stands outside.
B will look at him and be like, "Good morning. Do you have a good night?"
I did have a good night. Thank you. And I see, obviously, my brother failed at his post, and it seems that you did not run off. And so I, personally, thank you for that.
But, and your brother didn't fail at anything.
What do you mean?
He succeeded at being terrible.
William burns all of the pants as he's talking. He didn't fail. He was here the whole time. Wink.
That was his job.
No, I remember... And he's to himself kind of rethinking, like, I remember sending him off. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it could have been a potty break, you know. Guards work hard.
Bertrand went drinking with me. Why is he confused about his little brother?
Well, because he came in and caught him and sent him off, and then he thought, like, took guard for his brother's post.
Oh, no, he came back. No, he came back.
Oh, it must have...
You're fine. You had a lot to drink. It's cool. We had a great time, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but you can't tell anyone that. Like, we did not go out. I get what you're saying now.
Wink, wink. I get it. Wink.
No, the wink. I'm still early.
Is one of these yours? Like, as William's burning all the pants. Do you need one? There's plenty.
No, those are guards' pants. Actually, what? Why do you have so many of those?
I have them unsure.
William finishes burning them. I don't have anything.
Fume his suction cup to the side of the directly over above him.
On the side.
Oh yeah, he's up on the ceiling looking down. Breeze still tied because Breeze is still shackled, so he's just hanging down by the rope.
Feet just dangling right over his head,
inches above his head.
And you hear a boom, boom, boom on the front door to this building, and Bertrand says, kind of straightens his gear up, stands a little taller, and says, "It's time," as he looks at all three of you.
How can you tell? The sun's not even up. Do you have a watch on?
I can
Isn't
feel
the
it.
sun always up?
Well, so when it's...
If you were a sun elf, you would know.
If you're a sun elf, like, you can... We just feel that we have that connection with, like, our powers more so when the sun is up, just like...
I popped a half chub.
And he kind of motions to B, says, just like, moon elves are stronger during the night when the moon is out.
You would know that, traitor. Just been an asshole about it.
He kind of looks.
I'm not a moon elf.
Well, you are a combination of. Is that wrong?
Yes, but I can tell when dusk and dawn is happening.
Interesting. I didn't think about. So maybe all this. You have all the strengths in it that you can feel like you're never at a weakest point, because obviously at night we are our weakest. Then.
No, I've never had a problem during either.
Fume's got a notebook. Weakest at night. That's also when they sleep, ? Fools.
And he will walk you out, and out front there is a larger group of these sun elves. They're much more masculine, have a different set of uniforms entirely. They seem a little more regal than what Bertrand is wearing, and these are a dark, like a silver with bright orange outlines to them, where that's a silky type material, and they have these metal helmets on them that are very ominous looking. They don't show their face in any way, except there's these small rectangular slits for the eyes.
Hot.
And they walk 2 by 2, and they don't say anything. They just begin to walk ahead of you. And Bertrand is directly behind them, and then you all, or those two, trail behind Bertrand.
I can't stress enough that at one point while Bertrand was talking, William went and changed into a fresh set of clothes.
Beautiful.
Fume is going to reapply Pass Without a Trace and cling to the shadows.
Okay.
Probably move ahead of these.
Actually, let's see what the weather is today.
So as we're walking, William leans over to Mrs. B and says, I'm, for the first time in my life, going to shut up. So you've got this, and if you need me, you just say the word, and I'll make people crispy, or we can, use our words. You tell me if you need me, boss.
I'll most likely ask you to use your words first. They are sun elves, so fire is not as strong.
I'd love to test that theory.
Perhaps if it goes well, you can ask for a sparring match.
You're too good, Mrs. B.
Maybe just you.
Outside. That's how good the rolls are. What I'll tell you is my weather roll.
On the clouds.
My weather roll told me that it is an overcast day today.
Okay, great.
Take that, sun elves. You don't get to see your fucking sun.
Between that and the Light Eater Gauntlet, I'm unstoppable.
And you guys are making your way through this zigzag of this kind of weird layout of a town with its circular staircases up and down, and you're heading to a pretty large building on the outskirts of town. You'd think it'd be kind of in the center where the government's run, but it is not. But it is one of the larger buildings here, completely decked out in a white with golden inlays, and then there's symbols of the sun emblazoned several places, on the turrets of this building. And as you go through the front doors, there are more guards that have the same get-up as Bertrand, and you make your way through.
I do have a question for Bertrand, out of curiosity. So, I realize that Sanjay is, a traitor of sort, but he is also the sun, but you have the symbol around everywhere. How does everyone feel about that, out of curiosity? If I die, I do want to learn something.
He says, Sanjay is the sun?
But, yeah. She'll, try to find it where all the clouds are. I was but he's always watching over everyone. And when the moons are out, the sisters take care of everyone else.
I am not sure that we follow the same history. Perhaps we can address that a little further once we finish today.
All right, sounds good.
And as you say that, you're walking through this. There's a crowd of people outside this building. And very similarly to when you came in, the crowd is amassed where there's just this one pathway through them. And you hear them shouting obscenities at you, cursing at you. The ones up front are spitting at the ground again. Some people are throwing like old fruits, not at you, but in your path. As you make your way up the stairs, it's like 4 or 5 tiered stairs to the front doors. Large doors are opened by guards. And inside, it's just columns that lead down several rooms off to the sides as you walk through. People in front of each of these doors, like more guards in front of each door as you make your way down the main area. And there's another set of double doors that are almost as large as the front entrance. And Bertrand says, "Are you guys ready for this?" And he looks to you and William as well.
William
Even
nods.
if I wasn't, do I have a choice? Let's go.
Okay. And as you go by, he grabs you by the shoulder just to turn you, just to like kind of get your attention, Beatrice. I think William just kind of walks on ahead just a couple steps, and he says, "Good luck to you."
Thank you.
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. And so he lets go, seems to go back to his guard stance and trails you. The 4 more regal-looking guards walk up, and one turns back to you and kind of points to you and then to himself and then gives you the, like, come along, the finger. 2, as you walk down this carpeted aisle, you see now there are, like, benches or seats to your right and your left as you walk down this aisleway. And you see up and above you, there's, like, this giant spherical room. And there are like these outcroppings of seats, like little booths, I guess you could say, that are kind of protruding from the wall that have, 8 to 10 people that are sitting in them. Sun elves, and they're all wearing different uniforms. Everyone is, and whispers can be heard from everywhere. The acoustics in this room send a cacophony of sounds as it reaches your ears, and perhaps you can pick out a few words here and there. As you walk up to the tiny gate that's up front, you see to the right there is a long table, and there are several people already lined up there. And the one guard motions you to a similar table to the left as you turn left, and you and William stand in front of it with the 2 guards on the ends of the table. And you see in front of you, there is a much more, like frightening scene, the way that these benches look. They're not like from the ground up, they're again in the wall. So the judge is walking from some behind the scenes place to come out to this booth and sit there, and it's much higher to almost establish a sort of dominance for those who are down below. And then you got below that, on the left and right of him, is similar looking booths for other judges that you've been told about. And so the whispers, yes.
What's above those judges?
Above them, if you were to draw straight lines up on the outside of those judges, nothing. No one can be above the judges. So there's just space on the walls of this spherical area.
What color are they painted?
It's like a marble white, so you have like the black veining that's kind of running through everything.
Gotcha.
Do they have like a sun window?
I think that there's like
Yes.
a painted ceiling. There's like like the stained glass, and there's kind of like a big painting there that kind of shines this natural orange light down to kind of everything.
I'm into it. Warm like Dad. Great.
And as you stand in front, the noise begins to die down a little bit more and more and more as people wait, almost as if they know what's about to happen. Surely enough, the two judges at the lower outcroppings come out, and they look to each other, and they sort of do a bow, and then they turn to face you again, and they sit down. It's almost like they're looking at the wall. They're not looking at anyone below.
Mhm.
And then the main judge comes out. And he has this long silver hair, and he's very old, decrepit, taking his sweet time to get to the bench. His shoulders are hunched. His neck has like the weird crook in it. For years, it seems like of probably looking down on people. And he sits down at this chair, and it makes a creaking noise as he adjusts himself. And he grabs his gavel, and he bangs twice. Go, go, in silence. So he looks over at these bifocals he has over the edge and looks at you and then to the other table, and he says, "Where is your representation, Twilight Elf?"
I was told he was going to come in the morning.
Indeed. One moment here. And he picks up some papers and he shuffles through them a little bit. It says here that you were to be represented by Skorsky, but I don't see him in the crowd.
Sadly, my visit here hasn't led me into meeting a Skorsky.
And he says, well, if you don't have a defense, a lawyer of sorts, well, then I guess you don't have a defense. And then that will make this case very easy to decide. And he picks up his gavel, and as he's going to hit, someone says, "Wait! Just a moment, Your Honor." And there's never been this much drama in this city in a long time, and everyone kind of, and they turn around, and it's, and William knows to be Mr. Dean from the K&G, the beekeeper, the supposed double agent. And he says, Dean Habacus, what brings you to my courts today? And he says, I intend to represent the defendant, Beatrice, for today's proceedings. But I would also like to postpone the trial in order to gain some much-needed evidence that was not gathered by the previous defense lawyer. And so everyone's like, there's murmurings, and then the judge, order in my courts. It says, I will confer with the other judges. And he steps out of the back room, and they're gone for a few minutes, and that will give you a moment as Dean steps up to the table that you guys are at.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I wish it was better circumstances.
I'm here on leave, and I'm very surprised to find you here as well.
That's a long story, but I feel like we don't have time for that.
Indeed. I'm trying to buy us some time, and I think I have. So we will need to work quickly. And he looks at William and he says, William, it's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
And he looks at you both, and it's like you almost have this understanding that, because last time you saw him was at the K&G, and he looks at you both and he says, I promise I'm on your side. And it seems like he's talking about the case, but you guys know he's talking about the whole K&G issue.
Mm-hmm.
And the judges come back out. All three of them. So nobody says, "It seems my cohorts have, say I should abide by the law and grant you the period of time to gather your own evidence. That's the request of Mr. Dean Habakkus. And let it be so. You have 24 hours. I will see you this time tomorrow. Good luck. You will need it." And he hits 3 times, gavel, boom, boom, boom. And everyone's like, oh, kind of let down about it.
Well, this bought a lovely amount of time, I suppose. What do you think, William?
I'm honestly just trying to remember where we met this guy.
The gardens? Briefly, before we went on that mission for the games?
Yes. The games where we didn't have the packet, right. I remember. The beekeeper. The gardener? The beekeeper?
Yes, that is me. All the same.
Alright. Sure. Yeah, the day. Plenty of time. I don't know what evidence we are gathering or not gathering because they haven't presented any.
I've been...
Nor charged her with any crimes.
Let us go somewhere else to talk about what she's being charged for.
Let the record show that because it's full of light and there was no real in for Fume or Breeze into the courtroom, that what we've been doing is we've made a mental list of everyone who threw anything at Miss B or jeered at her, and we've just been going around and just fucking their whole days up. Like, we just been waiting for them to be looking forward to something like, oh, finally that piece of cake, and we've just been like covering it in horse shit. We've been like, we've been ruining marriages. We ruined a whole marriage. There's like a kid now that's like always gonna have fucked up problems because of it. We had like a whole situation. Like we just gave noogies to some guys.
Oof.
Like for a long time. Like for like you'd be like, oh, noogies, but like for like 45 minutes we gave one dude a noogie.
He's dead.
Both of us at the same time. He doesn't have hair.
He was a child.
He's got a ring of hair on his head.
He was an infant.
Yeah.
Didn't even have hair. You just noogied his bald head.
Just his soft spot. Just
it's going to be a lifetime problem.
This is what you get for being a racist baby.
You just noogied his soft spot.
It's gonna be a lifetime problem now.
Yeah, don't be a racist baby. I don't give a shit. I'm saying racism isn't inherent. That baby made a choice. Like, you know, he's born racist. That baby was like, fuck other races. I'm a piece of shit.
Take that, soft spot. It's super effective. Literally everything is effective.
Yeah,
yeah.
You are not in a position to be talking shit if you are an infant. So maybe he fucked around and found out. I don't know. We've been having a time, me and Breeze. And also we found a blacksmith and he cut his fucking bracelets off because I'm tired of this man being around.
Roll. What the heck do I roll for that? I'm just gonna.
The chaos dice.
The chaos dice.
Roll
Yeah.
roll a strength check. I want to know if you were strong enough to use the blacksmith's tools while he wasn't around to break those off.
Okay. I thought he said he had a blacksmith do it.
Yeah, I did say we were gonna.
I don't know if you. I mean, we have to have a whole thing where you convince a blacksmith
here's the scenario that I'd like to. So the blacksmith is very racist, and he did some mean shit to Miss B. So me and Bree showed up to the blacksmith, and we beat the shit out of him. We just strong-armed the shit, like we fucking wrecked his shop, literally. And then we were like, now cut his fucking bracelets off, or we'll be back next week.
Roll a persuasion.
How about intimidation?
Intimidation.
Like, my persuasion is arguably better, but it just isn't that.
Yeah, but does he believe you're going to come back? Are you persuading him?
Remember that time yesterday in front of the crowd when people talk shit about Miss B and I pulled a knife and I said, that's funny, I never forget a face. Like, he knows I'm here to fucking throw down.
True.
Roll that intimidation, yeah. You can roll it. Let's see it. With persuasion, he was in the crowd yesterday. With advantage, he was in the crowd yesterday.
Rolling it again. That's an 18. That's twice as good.
You get his cuffs off. He's,
yeah.
as far as you know, he has his hands back again.
And we are just out there using those hands for justice. We have nothing to contribute to this case. We don't know anything about Sun Elf law. We can win some hearts and minds. And that's what we'll be changing public influence. They may not like us at the end. They will fear us, like a Machiavellian kind of scenario.
Mm.
And so you now have Dean that is kind of escorting you guys around. He says, perhaps we should go somewhere a little more private. We can go to my home and work there. I mean, it's cozy enough. It's not a whole lot of room, but it'll be out of the public eye. And he says that as kind of everybody's still just staring at you guys as you walk through.
Won't this get you in trouble?
No, I'm defending you. So it's my job, quite literally now at this point, to make sure you and William are presented well.
I'm the one in trouble. William's actually fine.
Really?
Yeah, they like me. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got a date yesterday, I believe.
A date?
I did what?
I'm not entirely sure. You went off with that young man.
People can be friends. I know that your world is highly racist against anything.
Okay, so
as
in her
well,
defense,
and very prudish.
you were like, I fucked 40 people to oblivion. There were 40 pairs of men's pants.
I still wouldn't call that a date.
I'm very confused,
you know
but
what?
alright.
I'm fucked up. I spoke out of turn. You're right. I'm sorry. It's not my place to judge. A family can be one dude fucking 40 people.
41 dads. 40 gods and one invoker.
Yeah.
A family can be one daddy and 40 raptured souls.
Facts.
You make your way back to Mr. Dean's house, and he kind of tidies up some things, makes you guys some tea, and he says, okay. I don't know what you want to do first. Do you want to ask questions first, or do you want to hear what I think we should do about the case first?
Well, I think knowing more about Sun Elf law would be very useful in our case. I thought I was going to get the rundown in the morning, but no one showed up.
Yes, that was because I spiked his food yesterday because you would not have gotten a fair shake with your representatives, your lawyer then. I heard you were in town, who didn't, and I just wanted to make sure that I could help. And so, yes, if someone finds that out, I'm in very much trouble.
I suppose mum's the word.
Mums are actually what I use. They're very toxic, but I didn't use a lot of it. He's just gonna have an upset tummy.
Alright. Well, I guess tell me what you know and we'll move from there.
Okay, well, as far as the trial goes, it's very similar to most places. We've adopted a lot of our traditions from other locations, more commonly used. And so there's a 4-part process. There's a plea. At first, you're going to plead guilty or not guilty. And obviously, you're going to plead not guilty. So what had happened in town is it's much more than you planning a coup or whatever they say. You're planning to overturn the government, things like that. No, there are several things that went on in town that people are saying that you committed. Their eyewitness account. So first is the plea. You're going to say not guilty. Allegedly, I can't tell you say that, but you decide what you want to say. Second part is going to be the evidence. So prosecutors are going to bring the evidence against you. I have not been given that just yet. We should have that in a few hours to know what they are accusing you of. At which point we're going to have the trial where you get to invite some other people to come up to the bench and witnesses and see if we can overturn that. And then you get a closing argument and the sentencing.
How exciting. How would I have been able to do stuff in town? I've been locked up. Well, they left the door open to my room, but I've been in that room since I've arrived yesterday.
And that is part of what we're going to use for our own evidence. though I was digging around, and it seems like one of the guards who was on watch did a pretty sloppy job, lost his pants or something, and left your door unlocked. So, that kind of puts us in a bind. But they didn't do the things.
Well, I did have Summer fly about yesterday, so if anyone saw her, then it should be fine. We could bring those witnesses, I suppose.
I think what we should do also is for the witnesses that we know, like when we get kind of what the accusations are and the eyewitnesses, that we go do our sort of own investigation. However, William, Beatrice, I would say that we probably need to change what you look like. We can't just go trying to get information if people outright hate you and know who you're with. Agree? Disagree?
People don't hate me here, it's weird. But whatever you think is best, boss.
And you were with Lucian. Did he leave your party?
He's no longer with us. Don't worry about it.
He died?
No, he's alive.
Your words, not
we
mine.
fixed that problem.
Well, Lucian's not alive. Let's not.
He was dead?
Lie to the man.
Well, he's fumed now.
He's a symbol? Now he's a symbol? I don't...
Yes. Miss Speed.
But he's on our side. What do you want me to do?
We don't know that.
Is this in the head?
I say that in her head. Yeah, I say that in her head. Like, we don't know that. Like, we don't know that.
She'll
he's
give
on
him
our
a
side.
look like, I don't know what you want.
Mum's the word. He is a variable that we don't need to disclose.
She'll, like,
He's our
roll her eyes
proverbial
and just,
trump
like,
card.
nod her head. Some eye conversation between the two, for sure.
Well,
but
obviously I've touched on a sore subject. I apologize. I will back up.
Speak for yourself. William has been doing this a while. He's not giving away anything with his eyes.
Except that he's in love. Hey girl, what your name is?
Not towards Dean.
Not towards Dean. He will say, so what I propose we do is take a visit to those people, see what they know, and see if there's any conflicting information for tomorrow's trial. Agreed?
You're the boss.
Agree.
Okay. Now, I expect that someone will be bringing me the case files shortly. In the meantime, you must have your own questions.
Every question I have is on the case file at the moment.
Well, here's the thing. I have a question. You are missing in action, but yet here you are. Now, of course, I don't know the reason, but the K&G, there are several rumors going around that either you're dead or you've gone rogue. In either case, it's not good news.
Been quite busy, so turning in reports on the regular has not been my strong suit. Not like the other two will do it.
She makes a good point.
There's the one responsible one in every crowd, yes. But they're sending out, some high profile people to find you, like level 10 scouts to find you, and they sent Breeze, and then he's MIA as well.
Who? Never heard of him.
Interesting. Gone like the wind.
Anyways, I'll leave you for a little bit. I'm gonna go into town, get a few things, and then hopefully I'll be able to pick up the case files while I'm out. Can I get you anything while I am out?
Well, perhaps a traditional sun elf lady's wear, so I can go run around town in disguise.
Yes, very, very good. We're probably gonna have to do a little bit of makeup work as well.
I have magic that can help.
I thought you might. Yes, you did. And I was gonna offer, but I didn't want to be too forward with that. By the way, you look great.
Thank you.
And he kind of blushes himself and turns and like leaves at that time. And he's gone for an hour or so, and he comes back. I don't know if you guys want to do anything in the meantime. Nope, moving right along.
Yeah, Fume. Fume will come back into the picture.
I mean, you can even go to the house if you want. Like at this point, he's gone.
Yeah, for sure. Like at one point, the shadow underneath William Strong Chin, Fume will just step out of it because I just shadow step out of it.
William Strong Chin.
I'll just step out and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
I've had weird.
Have you been having a good day so far?
Yeah. We did a really great job.
Yeah, tell him about that thing we did to that one guy. You tell him.
How'd you get shadow step?
Yeah, you've been dragging me everywhere. I learned fast today.
Damn. It's like you taught me karate. Now I taught you.
And you tell me shadow stepping.
It's like student goes to master him, right?
Yeah. All right. Anyway. Then he steps back into William's chin. He's gone.
Yeah. We found everybody who was being mean to you, and we hurt them very badly in a variety of ways, mentally, physically, mostly, and also spiritually a few times. We made one guy give up on God.
I wonder who... I suppose that would be Hephaestus here, wouldn't it?
No, like, he gave up on all of them. It was just like, there's no point.
All of them. That's very impressive, Lucian. Or, Fuel, my apologies.
Anyways.
Good job.
Yeah, it's been a very productive day. I realized at one point, probably about a quarter of the way through, that this could be a problem because you still have court tomorrow, and oh, you brought this guy and he's got all the trouble. But then I remembered, fuck him, and then I just kept going.
Most of the times we've seen you, it has not been in the presence of another guard or anybody else from here, so it should be...
No, I did. I quite frankly have made all of the guards' lives living hell. They all know my face and name and probably see me in their nightmares. They don't have any pants left. Like I went to their homes. I took what was theirs. I left them only each one pair of jorts that I made. And I'm not good at making jorts.
Are they like the really short
way
pants?
too
I've heard
tight in the regions that you don't want them to be.
I suppose the women and other men around town could appreciate such a fact.
They are basically just denim diapers. I'm so sorry. I've committed a horrible fashion crime. I have my court cases after yours for the horrible fashion crimes I've committed on this village.
You hear the front door creak open. Hey, I got those great scones you like to eat. Now, he's coming in with his back. He's like using his back to open it, you know? So as he turns...
Oh, and I step in directly into William's chin. It looks like I'm going to kick him. I'm like, ah!
He says, and I got the files as well. There's some odd things to go over here, but I think we're going to do just fine, Beatrice.
I believe so. I haven't done nothing wrong. Except exist in this place, apparently, but that's fine.
Well, let's get to work. And with that, we'll end the episode. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to this filler episode of Lawful Stupid. We know I really appreciate you guys listening in. It is...
yeah.
What time of year is it right now? Currently, it's... Christmas just happened, and I hope that you had the best of holidays or whatever you celebrate. I hope you just got some gifts and got to spend time with family, no matter what the scenario was. And you got to fill your belly with lots of good food stuff.
Make a note. You should put a Spotify question on here, like one of those little questions you can do. Like, what'd you get for Christmas?
Oh, yeah. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Christmas?
It's like, but I can't make it offensive like you do when you're like, would you roll? Because if you don't tell me what you got, I'm going to cry.
You got it. That's the formula.
Or not everyone celebrates Christmas. Like, what was the happiest moment of the holidays?
That's true.
That's what I try to encompass everyone. They get it. If they don't understand us by now,
What'd you get
they
for
don't understand us
Fendelman?
by
Boom, got him.
boom.
Oh,
I forgot we have our own proprietary holiday.
Yeah. What'd you get for Fendelmas? Join the Discord.
You should
have known about this.
Put stuff in for the
Ah, shoot.
the Secret Santa, the Secret
I got it.
Fendelmas.
We could do it like podcast wide. Are we trying to do that?
Yeah, we do it every year.
I mean, like not podcast. I'm like, are we opening this to the crowd now? Is listening to this right now?
Yeah.
It already happened. Did we go
if they're
back?
in the Discord.
Yeah, if they're in Discord, join it.
so
Go to
we do the
Secret Santa in the
discord.lawfulstupid.org.
I know, but
Discord.
I don't think we've ever invited. Like, hey, by the way, if you want to drop in to get Discord
we've
just for the
talked about
Fendemus, like, do that. Let's do it. So
Do it.
Here's what I'll say. No, we haven't really talked about it. We'll do an audio drop.
yeah. So if you're hearing this now and you didn't join, it's too late. But hopefully we went back and we did the thing where we.
Hopefully we're great, and hopefully we've time traveled this. Just if our time travel, if my math is
for
correct.
everyone. He'll say this.
All right.
He always does.
Excellent. All right. Well, crew, do your things.
All ye faithful.
Man, I already sold Discord.
No, she already sold Discord. We're
Nailed
good.
it.
And speaking of selling shit, we're hawking merch like nobody's business. Store.lawfulstupid.org. We don't have a sale going on. We didn't think about any of that. We're just here to say, if you want to support us, you can. You can go to our affiliates page. You can click through. You can use those coupon codes. You can give back to us, should you choose. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. It's all good.
Hell yeah. And Roll for Humanity. That's World Builders, because it's December. Really great organization that's done a lot for a lot of people across the world and inspired a lot of good, including our Roll for Humanity. We think they're really cool. So you should roll for World Builders too, like I'm going to do right now.
What is it? Tell me the numbers.
6.
Hot.
A big old 6. So $6 going to World Builders. Roll
It's above average.
dice at your table. And
Hey.
you get and help me out, because I only rolled a 6. So we need you to step up. We need you to step up and do some rolling dice. Go to Twitter, put hashtag Roll for Humanity. Let me know what you got.
Hey, remember that time Patrick Rothfuss played with us and you DM'd for him? Go check that episode out. Just thinking about World Builders.
sick. Go check that out, and then maybe if we support enough World Builders, maybe it'll happen again. Maybe we're like, hey, everybody rolled for humanity, Pat, and we love you. And they'll be like, I'd love to come on your show again and do Flash Match 'em.
All right. Well, I will end the episode with a good news story. The headline, Abon, for you to kick off is Woman Falls Down Mountain, writes hilarious review for leggings, giving them 5 stars. Just there's a woman with 2 pictures of her just... she's eating it on the way down this mountain, but apparently she lived to write the story, so...
Yeah, those were amazing leggings. Like, women's fashion these days, real shit, but she didn't tear up her legs at all. It was amazing, so that's why she's given the 5-star review. You just didn't know that they were about the leggings. Rest of her clothes, I won't talk about that on air.
Got him.
Can you read this dumb headline?
It's a tough one, Dwayne. I'm with you.
Woman falls down mountain, writes hilarious review for leggings, giving them 5 stars.
Okay. All right, I'm with you. So, you guys are fucking stupid. You guys thought this story wanted to tell you about a woman who fell down a mountain. This woman fell down the mountain. And if you're not familiar with the mountain, he's a fucking mountain of a man, and she fell down him and gave these crotchless leggings a 5-star review.
I keep saying people are spending too much money for less material.
I'm just saying. That designer worked with what they had.
That's funny. I remember my dad for a while was in a motorcycle club, and I like to make fun of him for it. I was like, "What are you gonna do? Wear your assless chaps?"
Assless chaps.
And he looked me dead in the eyes, and he said that it would stick with me forever. He goes, "You fucking idiot! Assless chaps? All chaps are assless. That's why they're chaps. You know what you call ass full leather chaps? Leather pants.
Pants.
Hot.
And that's only when Shane was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good thing I was making fun of my dad for wearing assless chaps when I was 2 years old. It was so funny.
Well, you
Anyway,
got
what's
mad
the
at the
headline?
baby for
It's
talking
something
racist
that-
smack, and you rubbed his soft spot vigorously. So
I noogied it. I noogied it. The final noogie. So, here's the thing about this lady. She falls down a mountain. Mountain of Gibraltar, walls of Gibraltar come falling down. Here's the thing about the other walls, Berlin Wall came falling down. When that happened, communism, my friend. Communism, the red menace. Who's trying to seize the means of production? The reviewer, the critique, the critic. That is the person who's out there trying to change the industry, trying to take control of the real means of production, which is public opinion. That is the only way you can make change. Just look at what's happening in our world every day. Public opinion shapes reality, and when you control that public opinion, i.e. reviews, i.e. critique, i.e. leggings, you control the world. Wake
I
up,
follow.
sheeple.
Good job.
the word association is my favorite part. Hands down.
I left my body for a moment. I was looking down on myself going, what are you talking about?
Rocket to Roger. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. And as we always say, we love you.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.